Hey guys, we're here at the Graphics Pro Expo in Long Beach, California, and we're here at the All-American Print Supply booth. We are going to be talking about the difference between CMYK versus
CMYK plus red, green, blue, and orange, and white. White on both.
Okay, so, CMYK can't hit every color on the spectrum. I've heard once, a CMYK can hit around 1,200 Pantone colors versus having that, again, red, green, blue, orange. You're going to open things up a little bit. So let's talk about these two different types of printers and what that means as far as nailing those spot colors that, I've heard it so many times in this room, that Coca-Cola red. How do you hit it?
Well, it's exactly what you mentioned. The inclusion of the red, green, blue, and orange. We're going to go from a CMYKW system, which, like you said, estimated around 1,500 Pantone matches to close to 4,500 Pantone matches. So we're looking to really fill that need, facilitate what a lot of screen printers are dealing with, just as you mentioned, those spot colors, that Coca-Cola red. If you're looking to work with those high profile, those corporate accounts, they're going to demand only the very best. And that's what you're going to get by adding in those 4 additional colors. Now, we've seen tremendous results with CMYKW direct-to-film and direct-to-guard printing over the years. For the very first time, we're proud to introduce a 3-headed CMYKW red, green, blue, and orange, and white direct-to-film printer that is just nailing that color accuracy out of the park.
So again, what do we have here next to us?
So we have kind of our flagship models at the moment. I'm standing next to our fastest direct-to-film printer. This is going to be the Prestige XL3. Now this is a 2-head machine and it's going to be producing at about 100 square feet an hour, give or take depending on your print resolution. Now to my left, we have the brand new model making its debut here stateside, the Prestige XL3. Main difference here, we're looking at 2 print heads versus 3. And on the third, just like we said, for the very first time, introducing that 8-color system, CMYKW, red, green, blue, and orange. Now, as far as speed comparison, where this guy's clocking in at around 100, on this one, depending on your resolution mode, you're gonna be looking at closer to about 60, maybe to 80 as sellable resolutions. But again, super high quality, full color, durable transfers.
And, we're going to show the comparison with the same exact design printed with the 2 different printers. When you want to compare something, you better look at 1 different variable. So same exact film, ink, powder, but we have twice as many different ink colors with this one. Because again, CMYK, great, but we're going to go red, green, blue, and orange. So if you ever look on your computer, the difference between a CMYK on the monitor versus RGB, you can see definitely a difference when you're just looking at the screen. So how do we get that true color? Well, we have more ink colors in here. So this was printed with that printer, CMYK, versus this was printed with CMYK red, green, blue, and orange. Everything else is exactly the same when it comes to the ink, powder, and film. Yeah, can you kind of explain how it really works as far as the difference?
Absolutely. So when you're working with less ingredients, it's going to do its very best to try and replicate the colors of the file that you bring in. And as you mentioned with the monitors, a lot of these things are displaying in RGB. So we always try to advise folks, if you have that option, if you're working with Adobe, one of those fancy design softwares, configure the design mode for CMYK. If you're designing in there, you're going to get a more accurate representation as far as what you see on screen. But when you can actually introduce those additional colors, the red, green, blue, and orange, you're going to have a much more accurate when it comes to the colors when you're trying to get those spot matches, those Pantones. And you're not getting, like I said, this looks great. Honestly, it is a little more saturated if you notice. It's working with less ingredients to try and achieve those tones, but extra saturation doesn't necessarily mean more accuracy. That's where we look at the 3rd print head, which is going to be the inclusion of that red, green, blue, and orange, and I'll get you guys the file, we can pop that up on screen at some point to get an actual true comparison to what we're trying to print and what actually came out. You're going to see much more accuracy with the final product.
And, everybody's new favorite decoration process, DTF. Only been around for what, 4 or 5 years, gets more and more popular every day. And it's a very saturated market as far as supplying transfers. If you want to differentiate yourself, buying a printer like this, which is the next phase of DTF, is one way to kind of separate yourself from the pack, and you can offer that highest quality printed product. And again, even it's still at 60 square feet an hour, that's still flying. You can pump out a ton, and this thing can run multiple shifts. I mean, it's not like hey, it's only built for a few hours of the day. It's a workhorse.
No, 100%. I'm really glad you mentioned about separating yourself from the print-on-demand, direct-to-film, transfer printing businesses. Because when you get a DTF machine, if you're looking to take your own printing operation to the next level or offer in-house production, you're really getting two businesses with one by being able to offer those print-on-demand services for the entire community. Because if someone maybe can't afford to get into a direct-to-film printer at the moment, or maybe they just have a heat press, with your transfers and just a heat press alone, they're essentially a full-blown print shop. They're able to cover all their different materials, their polyester, the cotton, the leather, the nylon, the silk, the rayon, the acrylic, you name it. And again, being able to offer those in what is now considered, I'd say, definitely a saturated market, there's no shortage of suppliers where you can get your DTF transfers from. A great way to stand out is that going to be that color accuracy. So I'm really glad you mentioned that part.
So, where can they learn more about all these different types of printers at All American Print and Supply?
Well, I'm going to say if you want to stay up to date on everything DTF going on in our industry, you want to make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's going to be AA Print Supply Co. on YouTube.com. You can check out the website, AAPrintSupplyCo.com, and we're also going to be on all your major socials, Instagram, TikTok, X, Twitter, no,
whatever it is.
Names, yes, AA Print Supply Co. But definitely head over to that YouTube channel, drop a thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button. We have multiple uploads every week, short form, long form. We're covering all the differences on the products that are out there, tips and tricks, how to use them, awesome trade show coverages. We get to hang out with our good friends. It's a lot of fun over there.
Great, you guys heard it. Check out American Print Supply, and you can see the fleet of DTF printers, and check out our other video we made yesterday, in which everything from a 24 to a 13 to an 8-inch wide printer, you guys have it all.
And for everyone out there, if you did land on the DecoNetwork video on this channel by chance, if you haven't done so already, drop these guys a follow. They're some of the best media content out there covering our industry. Always a pleasure. We get to link up with my boy Colin, the whole team over here having a great time. So if you're on this video, you haven't done so already, hit that red subscribe button, drop some comments down there below, and give us a thumbs up. It's been a blast. Thank you for stopping by the booth, man.
Thanks, man.